Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Business Over Beer. I am your host, Ben Surratt, and today's a little bit different for Business Over Beer. First of all, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so there will be no beer in this one, unfortunately. I do have my coffee, though. Coffee is very important, too. Um, but today I'm sitting down with Dustin Rucker, and that's your Rucker, right? Rucker? Yeah, perfect. Um, and he has a great cause and a great organization going called Warm Kids Wisconsin. It's doing some seriously great, important stuff across our state, especially, when winter shows up, like it always does in Wisconsin. Dustin, man, I am pumped that we finally got to make this happen. And thanks so much for being here, man.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's awesome. Anytime we can get the word out, it just helps. One more kid is more important.
Yeah, amen to that. So, for anyone who is hearing about Warm Kids Wisconsin for the first time, what is it, and why does it matter?
Yeah, we're a nonprofit that works directly with elementary schools to help provide boots and snow pants to kids in need. And if you don't know why it matters, step outside.
Amen, amen. So, how did this whole thing get started, bro?
It's a real simple story. We do a giving tree every year, so we pull a kid's name off. I don't know if you've done that before.
Oh yeah.
We pulled one and it just said, I want a pair of snow pants to play with my friends. And yeah, my heart broke.
Oh, oh, dude. Wow.
So I contacted that nonprofit and the school and was like, "Hey, are there really kids that don't have this?" And they were like, "Yeah." So at first I was like, "Well, what coats do you need?" And the schools told me like, "No, we don't need coats. Everyone knows your kid needs a coat. It's the boots and the snow pants that tend to be a little more pricey and just that extra, that usually get forgotten."
Mm,
So I
dude.
asked right away, "What do you need?"
Yeah. Yeah, man. Um, was there, I mean, that answered a lot of my questions right away, but was there in the beginning when you first started doing it, did you have like you had that one for the giving tree, but did you have a family too? Like how did it spread to where, oh, I want to just help not just this one person, but this family, or how did that go?
Yeah, it really started with contacting the school. I reached out to my local school and was like, "Hey, do you have kids that don't have? Send me a list, and we will take care of all that. No questions asked. Nothing needed from you. I don't need pictures. I don't need anything like that. Just let me know how I can help." And first year between two schools, it was like 27 kids. And then I told my wife, like, we really need to do this. And
Hmm.
she found it real hard to argue, helping support kids stay warm.
Yeah, yeah. Have what's been, I guess, since you started this nonprofit, what's been one thing that kind of surprised you or something you didn't think of? I'm sure there's been a lot, but what's one thing or one moment that sticks out like, man, I didn't expect that to happen.
Uh, Sometimes how it resonates with people. I've had a couple different people come up. One guy came up to me at an event and he was like, "Hey, I was really down on my luck last year, and a program like you was able to make sure my kids got what they needed because I knew I couldn't provide it."
Mm, mm,
And
mm.
then he gave me a hug, and we're standing there trying not to cry, looking at each other.
Yeah.
Um, it's just stuff like that. Like how much, like when people get involved, like you, like how much it means to you to help get it out there, not
Hmm.
just go, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's, um, I didn't even, because we moved away. So we're from Wisconsin originally, my wife and we moved to Washington State, and then we moved back a couple years ago. But it wasn't, and it seems crazy to think about growing up in Wisconsin, but I never thought of it like that. Like I never thought of kids not having just a coat and snow pants and boots because growing up I always had it, and you get kind of blinders on living your own experience in your own life, which is great. But at the same time, when we moved back, we were kind of visiting we were kind of like, I don't know, grown up, but at the same time, it's like, man, it's really cold. And when I saw your first post on Instagram or something, when I first discovered you on Instagram, I'm like, you know what? I never thought that these kids were left without snow pants and boots because I was raised with it. So I can't believe, I don't know. It just seems so surreal to me and how cold it gets here that kids don't have the right attire to wear in the winter.
And we're finding per school, 30 to 40 kids don't have it.
That's insane.
Yeah. So out of 200 kids, you're talking, 15, 20% at each school don't have access to one or the other or both.
Jeez. And do you go to specific counties or do you go across the state? Like, how far does your reach go?
So far, the furthest east it goes is Sheboygan. So I live in Stanley,
Okay.
little map dot between Wausau and Eau Claire.
Yep.
And we go to Chippewa, to
Okay.
the west, and then all the way to Sheboygan. Just some of these things pop up because of just different connections.
Yeah, sure.
We had a lady reach out who she's a sponsored disc golf player, disc golfist, disc. I don't know what they're called.
Disc golfer?
Disc golfer. That works better. But she's like, hey, let's do something. So we set up, we started with one event last year, ended up with three. This year we're planning to do three, which got us into places like Green Bay. So
That's cool.
somebody on TikTok from Glass Nickel, we connected. And that's how we got into Fort Howard Elementary in Green Bay. It's right across the street from Glass Nickel. They donated like $1,500 and did a giving night. So they added like
Wow.
another 1,000 because of that. We were able to help 40 kids at Fort Howard. A country singer, Anthony Nix, hosted a concert in Sheboygan. So now we've helped Jefferson Elementary in Sheboygan, 30 to 40 kids there. And then we just picked up 42 uh, 4Kers out of Sheboygan as well.
Dude.
Whatever pops off, we take the opportunity to say yes because we know it matters and we know it helps.
Yeah, I love that, man. I want to talk about you, Dustin. So there's got to
I'm
be,
boring.
everybody says that. There's got to be a moment or there's got to be something in your upbringing that makes you want to do this. It is like is this inherently just who you are, or were you kind of brought up that way?
I wasn't brought up that way. I was a poor kid. I was raised in government housing. I remember when it got cold that we would use bread bags on our feet
Mm,
inside our shoes to keep our feet dry. So I remember not having and having, and those types of things. And now I'm in a decent position to be able to help. But even if I wasn't, I would probably still help because it hits home. It resonates with me coming from that background.
hmm. And you have a family?
I do.
Yep.
My wife, she does most of the work. I'm not gonna lie. I end up being on the TikToks and on the podcast because she doesn't want to talk. Um, no, but we do all the shopping together, shipping, all that. She's a big part of it, but she likes to stay behind the scenes.
Yeah. Do your kids get to help?
They do. The oldest likes when we do the snow cone events. He makes snow cones, and the youngest one likes them too because he eats them.
That's fantastic. So, let's talk a little bit about just the technical stuff. So, what's been the biggest challenge so far?
The biggest challenge is we've never been involved with any nonprofit before ever.
Mm,
So I like to say we're failing forward, and we just figure things out as we go. What works, what doesn't work. We've changed. We used to take requests directly from parents,
hmm
but we've changed it to where now they need to contact the school, and then we work directly with the school. It kind of protects us a little bit. We don't have to meet in a Walmart parking lot at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And also, you never know what opportunity. We've had one school, a parent reached out, they had their counselor reach out, and then they followed up with, okay, what exactly is this? And it ended up helping about 12 other kids in that school just by having that person reach out.
Dude, that's incredible. So, do you get volunteers too? Like, do people volunteer?
We do. We don't have a ton of volunteers.
Okay.
And being as small as we are right now, most of it's done by me and my wife. Our friend Leah, she's what I call our disc golf coordinator. She does those events. Our friend Jen, she reached out. She messaged me from TikTok. She's like, I've watched long enough. I
hmm
can't just watch anymore.
Yeah.
So we're working on something there. We're potentially working with fire departments
Dude, I love that.
to do a boot drive. So, man, get it?
I love I love it. I love it, man. That's fantastic. Um, so we were talking a little bit before, and I read there was a nice article that I read about you, and I'll try to find it and include it to give that person credit. But so you're not from here originally, right? You're not from Wisconsin.
I'm originally from Ohio. Don't hold it against me.
That's okay. I love a good Buckeye. Those, you know what I'm talking about? The Buckeye, the
Yeah, those are
candy.
delicious.
Dude, the peanut butter and the chocolate, man, that's
I don't know
bomb.
why they're not bagged. Little bags like M&Ms.
Yeah, dude. If anybody doesn't know, the Buckeye is like a candy, like a chocolate and peanut butter, right?
Yeah, peanut butter center covered in
Yeah.
chocolate.
And it looks like a Buckeye. Looks like a Buckeye. And they're delicious, by the way. So anyways, so grew up in born and raised in Ohio then.
Yeah,
What the heck brought you to Wisconsin?
I moved for work,
Oh, okay. Okay. So
and when we got
nothing
here,
too exciting.
yeah, no, just work. That's it. When we got here, we were told right away you need a snow thrower and a good pair of boots and snow pants.
And they weren't lying, especially
Oh,
up where you live, bro.
oh, for sure.
What's been the biggest surprise about moving to Wisconsin?
We lived in a city, so moving to a rural area was the big surprise. Just getting used to everyone knowing everybody versus,
hmm
everybody's a stranger in a big city.
Yeah, yeah.
I lived in Cincinnati and Dayton in Ohio, and
Oh, sweet.
not super close knit.
Yeah. I got good friends that they grew up there and they went to Dayton.
Oh,
Yeah.
UD.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Seen
are you a Bengals fan? You
no.
got to be, right? No, you're not. Oh. Are you a fan of football or not really?
I love football. I coached
Oh,
football for 20 years in Ohio. I'm in the Wright State Club Football Hall of Fame as the winningest coach.
what?
Yeah, I've coached a little
Repeat that.
football.
Say that again. Just what? Say that again.
I'm in the Wright State University Club Football Hall of Fame as the winningest coach.
No way.
Yep.
Dude, how old are you? You're,
I'm 46, but I've lived a lot of lives.
you look young.
Well, thank you.
You do. But you're liking Wisconsin. Is what's one thing about Wisconsin that you're finding out that you probably, I don't know, just about Wisconsin?
Just people's willingness to help. No matter what, if they think it's worth doing, they're full bore. And some of it
hmm
surprises me.
Yeah.
People that use, like you that use their platforms for, you know, promoting work we do, or just, stuck on the side of the road, four people pull over and they're all pulling out the tow chains,
Yeah. Yeah. Midwest nice is a thing. It really
Not in
is.
Ohio. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, there's some nice people. It's a mix.
I've never spent time. I've only been to like Cleveland, and that's it, really.
Yeah.
I never spent time in Cincinnati, but I hear it's fantastic down there. Is it
Yeah.
the Queen City, right? The Queen City?
Queen City. Yeah. I'm from just north, so I'm not actually in Cincinnati, but, you know, close enough. And I don't tell people the town because they wouldn't know where it was.
You know who,
That's like
you know
Stanley.
who,
I'm just between Eau Claire and Wausau. It does. I
you
can't say
know,
between Thorpe and Cadott.
I have no idea.
Right.
So, let's talk a little bit about, okay, so it's winter now. Uh, just for Warm Kids Wisconsin, what does a summer look like?
A lot of fundraising. Last summer, every weekend we were at a public event attempting to fundraise to get ready for the winter.
Mm,
Our seasons go spring, we're doing all the buying from last year's stuff.
okay.
Summer, we're doing fundraising. We fundraise year round, don't get me wrong, but we're out at events in front of people in the summer when the weather's warm. In the fall, we're gearing up and we're partnering with the schools to see what we're going to look at through the winter. And then right before winter hits, most of our stuff goes out. And then we will take on some schools through the winter. Not a lot of folks reach out during winter, which kind of struck me as a little odd, but uh, it's early on that they know right away who has what and who doesn't. And I found that if we don't send it, it's the teachers and the
Mm,
counselors that are actually buying everything themselves.
are they really?
Yeah, they shouldn't have to. Their focus should be teaching our kids and not, spending what they make to help put things on them. But it hits their heart too. A lot of the
Yeah.
folks who follow our social media are teachers, and they reach out, or parents, and you know,
Yeah, man. What's um what's something that people assume about nonprofits that's totally wrong? Does that make sense?
oh yeah, no, a lot of people. I think the biggest question is, where does the money go? If I'm going to give the money I work hard for, where's the reward? How do I know that it works?
Hmm.
Which I know sometimes with us is tough because we don't think it's we don't think we have to show pictures of the kids because they're kids. We work with the schools directly, and right now, 100% of donations go into what we do. Since my
Hmm.
wife and I, we both have full-time jobs, all the other people involved are volunteers. It all turns right back in,
Hmm.
which is it's great. But at some point, someone may have to be able to answer a phone at any given time.
Right.
But that's down the road. We've got some time. Um, but that's the biggest assumption. It's not even an assumption. It's just a question. How is my donation important?
Mm-hmm.
And
Do
they're all
you
important.
do you get like, yeah, I was gonna ask that. Like, I think a lot of I think a lot of people who want to donate, it's not that they don't know where their money's going, it's how the impact. They don't think that my $10 contribution is really going to impact.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, am I wrong? I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I would
No.
assume.
That's part of it. Where does the money go? What does it do? Why is it important? And that's why I make it a point to, like, every chance I get to say, okay, our donations this year, last year we stopped, end of the year, 400 kids got boots and snow pants because of the donations we received.
Dude, that's incredible, man.
And half of them were 5 and younger.
That was my next question. What's the age group that you're helping? Does it vary?
It runs so fifth grade or sixth grade, depending on the elementary school. So we do elementaries and 4Ks, sometimes 3Ks. We found middle school. The kids are a little too particular in what they like. Also, I have a middle schooler who never wears a coat anyway.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that, man. My
Yeah,
daughter will like if unless it's like negative whatever, she'll would rather not wear a coat.
yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Same with my middle schooler.
But I was kind
You
of
wouldn't
like
even think
that.
I ran an organization that kept people warm, you know?
Yeah,
He'd wear
jeez.
shorts and flip flops if I let him.
Like, jeez, man. Um, Besides the first moment when you started, has there been like um a key story that really stuck with you emotionally besides the first thing that you've done, besides that first instance?
Sure. I was talking to someone the other day. He has a social media follow. Eric, the mayor of Green Bay, is how he's recognized. And he was putting together an event. You know, he wants to put together an event to raise some money, which is awesome. And he's done it through his social media. But you know, he was just talking to me, and he was like, you know, he's like, I'm 60, but this resonates because I couldn't imagine being a parent that wasn't able to have this for my kids and how that would affect me. You know, and now I have grandkids, and I couldn't imagine them not having it either. But like just circling back, just how it resonates with people, and you know, it's amazing, you know, like just that it hits home and it's very emotional.
Hmm. It would be, and I've never really done what you're doing, but just being part of just different volunteering grow, in the past, you see how emotionally invested a lot of these organizers get. And that's something I'm sure that you deal with. I mean, getting emotionally invested. How do you kind of keep yourself grounded without getting too emotional and too um just keeping your mind on focusing on the actual end result?
Really is just focusing on the kids. That every year there's going to be a new group of kids, and just the importance of them. You know, when you get stuff like this,
Oh,
you know, one of the schools reached out and they had a handful of their kids just
oh my
make
goodness,
cards.
dude. That's
Real easy
amazing.
to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and
And
it's just making sure that, you know, I have a business background as well. So it's not just, you know, figuring it out, but make sure the money's there as we move forward because you wish you could help everybody else, but if you're not able uh, to raise the money, it's all kind of doesn't move forward.
yeah. Let's look ahead a little bit. What's the long-term vision for Warm Kids Wisconsin?
I mean, we'd love to be able to say yes to everybody. You know, we'd love to be in as many schools as possible, or even just having the events that, you know, a lot of our events we attempt to get where kids are engaged in outside activities. Kids are engaged in things that, you know, they may not be introduced. We've looked at maybe some art activities,
Mm.
parent kids disc golf. Our disc golf event is a parent child event where they're a team. We've talked to some other folks about doing things like that. Just the biggest goal is, you know, let's try to help as many kids as we can and just keep moving forward. We'd love to be a statewide program. Um, you know, I've had a couple schools reach out from Minnesota asking. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna put it in the bigger hands and just
Hmm.
keep doing our part.
Dude, I love that, man. Um, if if you could if you could snap your fingers and solve any problem instantly,
Oh,
okay? Just what would that problem be?
oh boy, there's so many.
Hmm.
Anything that involves kids. I mean, anything that makes their life easier, more comfortable, and where they can only focus on being kids,
Hmm.
not have to worry about the things that, you know, could negatively impact them or worrying about even adult issues. I
Hmm.
wish I could just snap my fingers and let kids be kids.
Yeah. Dude, um, I know this is a really short episode here, but um, you know, please tell people how they can get connected with you, Dustin, and how they can help and what you're looking for. Like lay it all out, man. Like just put it all out there. What you're looking for, how they can contact you, and yeah, all the things, man.
Yeah, one of the best ways is our social medias at Warm Kids Wisconsin on all social media. If you want to donate on PayPal at Warm Kids, Venmo, all that at Warm Kids Wisconsin. Sorry, I don't want to shorten it. I may pick up the other ones just in case.
Probably a good
But
idea.
yeah, there and our links are attached so you can email if you need it. The things we need are boots and snow pants, preferably black and black, black of both. That way it goes a little further. I don't have to, worry about giving a little boy a pair of pink boots. There's
Yep,
nothing
yep.
wrong with that. When you're not expecting it, it's a little bit of a shock, you
Yeah,
know.
agreed.
But we try to keep them neutral colors, grays, even navy blue, black. That way one pair can go immediately, as opposed to, well, we only have pink. I need to order a black to go. We need storage stuff, vacuum bags. So we vacuum down because I don't know if you know, winter gear is very puffy.
Oh yeah.
Takes
Oh
up a lot
yeah.
of space. Totes, um, things like that. Things people don't think of. We're actually keeping our eye out because we do everything from our house. So we may need a facility coming up as we grow. My what used to be my office now can't even uh, podcast out of it because it looks like an elementary coat closet. You know,
Oh yeah, I get
it's
it.
and we try to keep it as organized as possible. There's just not much room.
Yeah.
So that's the way to help. If you want to get involved, get involved. And sometimes I lose volunteers because they say, "How can I help?" And I ask, "How would you like to help?" Some people have superpowers and they don't even know it.
Oh, a lot of people do.
Yeah, so I just ask, what do you do? What are you interested in? And then, we try to talk it through.
Yeah, brother. Well, I'm in. So we'll talk after this and we'll decide, I don't know what that looks like, but I really want to help, especially in the off season.
Yeah.
I don't know what that looks like, but yeah, let's figure something out after we're done here, all right?
Yeah. What do they say? No off seasons?
Yeah, sure. There's no off season. Dustin, man, thank you so much for doing this. I know that we've been trying to do this for a while, but I love what you're doing. I love this. You're just such a caring person, and there needs to be more of that in this world. So I appreciate you, man.
Hey, we're out there, we just
Amen
got
to
to
that,
find each
brother.
other.
Amen, brother. All right, and I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching, and we will see you all next time. Bye bye. That's it, man.
All right.
You did a great job, bro.
Thanks. I feel like